You know, in talking with so many business people over the year, I'm always taken by the intensity in their voice when they say to me, you know, what was normal before isn't normal anymore. They're right. Change has never happened so swiftly, and the pace of change is exponential. It's a new ball game out there, and the rule book hasn't been written yet. The implications of this change are going to shape the world in a way that we can't even imagine. By definition, in fact, the future is foreseeably unforeseeable. You know, when we go to historians, they tell us that we went through different ages in our history. They call the 5th century BC the golden age of Greece. Why? Because there was a zeitgeist, an emotion of the time that warranted that belief. 500 AD to 1000 AD, the Dark Ages. Why? Well, in Europe, it was a dark age. Of course, to the Persians and other people, it wasn't. Algebra and such things were being invented. We had an age of discovery. The year 2000 is a convenient demarcation point. It signals the beginning of a global age. Not only global in terms of communication and trade, we all know that, but more importantly, global in the understanding that it's an integrated system, integration and interconnectivity, or as the great Chief Seattle is alleged to have said, all things are connected, like the blood which unites us all. Take a look what's going on out there, and you'll see why the seeds of change are so different than any time before. You name the institution, and I'll show you institutional breakdown. Never before have so many people lost faith in so many institutions simultaneously. I mean, we could start with politics and government, but that would be too easy. So we'll move on to healthcare and education. Traditional religions and the traditional family. Even corporations, the legal system. All of the major institutions are coming under question or under attack. So what does that mean? It means that old orders will die, some will be reformulated, and new ones will be born. It's going to be an era of a new way of doing business. The last 2,000 years could be looked upon as a separate block of time that won't cross the millennial divide. Go back 50 years ago and go to any of the industrial or developed nations and look within those nations and their agrarian societies. They were doing things there that they were doing back in the medieval days, the way they were tending the land, doing things by hand. Think about it. From Julius Caesar to Grover Cleveland, the world leaders were taken to their coronations or inaugurations by horse-drawn buggies. But look at some of the changes just in the latter part of the 20th century. Space travel, jet travel, cloning, computers, satellite communication. You see, those who see the millennium as just a random change of date, they're missing the point. Those changes that happened back in the golden age didn't happen exactly at the 5th century BC. They were in the making. So whether by cosmic design, accident, planning, it makes no difference. We're going into a new era of time.